So I've been wanting to update this house tour for a long time, but the last one was 2018.
Emma, do you want to do our house tour video? You want? Okay. Maybe we should now. Hi everyone, hi. Welcome to your house. Say hi, welcome to my house.
And it's been a while. I want to share what stayed consistently the same and what I've added to help improve my lifestyle. For example, the smart home switches. For example, the things to improve the housework. But then you have probably seen in my channel because I review it a lot. But one more you and I haven't talked about is the regrets in this house, whether it's through the renovation or from the DIY. I'm gonna cover it all, and I know you're gonna be as lost as my mind is because I don't really follow a script. I'm gonna put all of that into the timestamps in the description box below, so if you're lost, just refer. So let's start with the living room. Okay, the space looks the same, I think. We did get one piano over there from Carousel. It's a used Yamaha, 26 years old, for $100. Pretty good deal. And that bicycle over there is new as well. People ask me, are there any special functions? No, it's just pretty to look at. And this space here, people thought that I was going to fill up this space with furniture, but no, we kept it empty because we want the kids to have room to grow into, to play with their friends, to play badminton, to play balls here. So yes, this is a good spot for them. And here's another angle of the living room, and one thing that's changed is this sofa. Okay, the old one was from Castlery and this one is from IKEA because this one has more seat depth. So it's more comfortable. I changed it because I was pregnant and it was really hard to sit on the Castlery sofa. I still like that one, but this one works for us for now. And then behind it is the table. It used to be the white solid surface, but then we cover it with epoxy. So a lot of you ask me how it's holding up. I mean, you can tell here, it's pretty good. I tried both matte and gloss surface. I think I prefer the matte surface over the gloss one. This is gloss. The thing about gloss surface is that you get a bit more fingerprints and then you have to wipe it very, very often. So my feedback is that go with the matte surface. And if you have all this kind of laminates without the ABS finish, I think they will recommend you to cover it up with paint. But that's a bad idea because look, it will tear off, slowly. And then with kids, it's even worse. So my recommendation is to leave the black lines as it is, live with it, don't spend the extra money covering it up. Oh wait, I get this compliment a lot from different people who came to my place, and they say that, oh, your place is really nice and clean and new. Did you just moved in? And the fact is that we lived here for 7 years. I know that we don't have much decor, compared to other homes. They're pretty well done up, well decorated. But yeah, this works for us. Our kids are very rowdy. Some of the decor had to be removed for their safety. And also we are very lazy, so this is much easier to clean. It works for us. So people often ask me, where are your things? I mean, I have storage space, which I try to just keep what I need. Those that I don't need, I sell it off as a second-hand item or bless it off. So donating to large organization is one way, but often not the best way. And how we keep our space spotless is that we have a robot. It doesn't have to be expensive, by the way. But if you have kids like me, you don't have the time, then this is a good one from Roborock S7 Max V. It will fill up the water tank, it will self-empty the dust box, and it also washes the mop pad for you. So for me, this is a true lifesaver because I get to do less housework. So I've been working on my own project for a while, and it's called Seconds. And it's a smart home switch that we're starting with, and also the controller for IR devices. Yeah, it comes in single, double, and triple, and it also has a heater switch, so you have matching switches throughout the house. And with the switches, you can also put one empty switch here, group all the lights into here, and when you press it, It will switch off all the lights, including the AC, or you can just like group it however you want. And I'm gonna show you how I group everything together into one button and I can switch off. Next, let's talk about the TV area here, because I kind of regret building this feature wall. I mean, it looks nice, but it was like 2.8 thousand to build this gray thing and the drawers here. At some point it was worth it. At some point it limited like what I want to do, and it's so expensive, so I need to reconsider like how I do up my next place. And for the floorings, it's like a mixture of black and brown. I really like it because it's easy to maintain and it works very well with the robot. And you notice I don't have any skirtings, and it's not exactly a good thing because the walls can get hurt very easily from vacuuming, from the robot. So I might consider skirtings for the next place. And we have smart curtains here, which I don't really use it. And for this curtain, it's done by this Singapore company, which I highly recommend. I had a friend here yesterday and she noticed like how nice it looks, and she also asked for the contact, which I will link it in the description box below. Moving on to the entryway, I don't know if you remember, but I did climb up here and like wallpaper this door when I was like 3 months pregnant. Yeah, I did a lot of things when I was pregnant. So let me answer your big question, is that did it peel off at the side? No. You can see no peel off. And the trick is easy. You overlap, okay? One side to another side. So it shouldn't peel off at all. And if you want good Wi-Fi speed in your house, you should consider this, the ASUS XT80, because you get very good speed and it's easy to set up. For most people, you don't need to know like networking stuff. You just download the app and just pair it together. Now let's go into the kitchen, which is about the same. I did an in-depth kitchen tour before. It's on my channel. You can check it out if you want. And the first thing that I really like about this sink is the soap dispenser that I did earlier on. Okay, and instead of the 1 liter pump, I change it to 5 liters. So I never have to pump it. And then this sink, I don't recommend it to anyone because look, there's a lot of build-up and it's very hard to get it off. Especially when it dries, you will see like the stain here. They told me that you can just put hot water and baking soda and this and that, but it doesn't work. And remember the sliding doors that I did here, it doesn't slide so well into position. So maybe just normal cabinet doors if you want a hidden storage area, which I like that idea because we put a lot of junk in here and then we just close the door. And for the service yard, I really like this area. You know, I like that I added that top, no regrets, okay? But if you want to change to a taller washer, of course, there's no chance. And so many of you ask me for the contact to do this. I think it doesn't matter who do it for you, but you have to do it during the start of your renovation. Because if you do it after the carpentry is done, that carpenter is going to charge you a lot more for it. So it's not about who, it's when. Oh yeah, I did have a dishwasher here, but it didn't spoil. It's that my daughter sat on the lid and used it like a chair, so it sort of like gave way and smashed. Anyway, I have the STEIGEN rack now, which is super useful because I like the heated air function. Especially at the end of the year, you know, the clothes don't dry that fast, and you want the option to dry it faster. I mean, yes, you have a dryer, but I don't know, the dryer doesn't work well with our clothes. It tends to like shrink. And one tip before you start your renovation, measure the things that you need and then get the carpenter to build it according to like the height and depth you need. Okay, and then one mistake here is that you look at the drop of the dish rack. It's a little lower than the rest. Okay, so I would prefer it to be flush. And then this part here is popping out. I didn't know it until they completed the renovation. So, you know, make sure you get like the 3D drawings of like the carpentry before you start renovation. And then the last thing that I wish I didn't do is a built-in oven, because we don't really cook. Even if we did, it's just like maybe 5 times. And I would prefer like the air fryer over this, because all I want to do is make nuggets, that's all. Before I show you the rooms, I just want to say that I regret changing the doors to glass. And the reason why it was glass is because I wanted this hallway to be bright and airy, okay? But the doors weren't suitable for young children, and it wasn't lockable from inside, and then there's this gap when you close it. So not really child-friendly and user-friendly. Now for the kids' room, they like it a lot. And we used to have a kitchen set right at this corner. And over here is where we store all their toys. So these boxes help them to like keep the toys, okay? They would just throw it in and it's considered like keep. And this is where I park myself at night, you know, when I'm trying to make them go to bed, and I'll put myself here. So this is the drawer that they have to keep all their clothes, miscellaneous stuff, beddings, and yeah, that's about it for their room. Now for the common bath, we didn't do much with it, you know. Only about 2 years ago, we covered it with the epoxy flooring, and it's been working really well for us because we don't have to clean it much. We don't have to scrub it, you know. We just have to dry it up after every use, and then it's pretty good. And then we clean it every 2 weeks. It's good enough. And for the last room, it's pretty much the same. The bed is still here, same beddings. The only thing that changed is that desk over there. For pandemic reasons, everyone had to work from home. That's a motorized table, so you can customize the height. I did talk about it in my channel, and that monitor is also new because my husband wanted like a cleaner look with an arm that can fit all the cables, so we got it last month. And then the backing is really good because it hides all the wires behind. You notice I have one chair from ERGOTUNE here, and it's my husband's favorite because of how adjustable it is, you know. And then this part, you can shift up and down. The headrest, you can do this, okay? You can also lower it. The backing, you can also shift in and out depending on how deep you want to sit into the chair. When I sit back, it feels a little forward for me, partly because I have a very straight thoracic, you know. I don't have the usual curvature like most people, and this feels too forward and uncomfortable for me. But on the other hand, my husband, who loves this chair, he sits on it and he says that, wow, the neck support is really good, and it's just something that I don't understand. And sorry ERGOTUNE, you know, I just have one little feedback is that the mesh material here can be a little rough on thighs, especially if you wear short shorts at home. This is gonna like bite into your skin. And for this side, you can tell the TV is still the same. We're using the K71 from IFFALCON, and the NYX XT8 is here. Ta-da! And if you remember, I did the wallpaper over the glass doors. I mean, I don't like the glass, I don't like the frame. So this is something that I will look out for in my next home. And then this button here controls the AC. Okay, so now it's switched on. And when I go to shower, I will turn on the instant heater. And it's gonna switch off the AC for me. Because after a shower, I don't want to walk into an air-conditioned room, correct? So it's a bit messy here because we just sold the place and we are in the process of moving everything out. And I sold some of the furniture. We are packing everything here into 2 different locations, one to my parents-in-law place and then the next one to a storage facility, which we are going there now. This is my studio after shifting out some stuff. We still got a lot more to go. And this is my studio where I make most of my videos and I keep all my stuff here. Nothing special, but I do get a lot of questions on like where do I get this chair, this table from. It's all from IKEA. Because I wanted everything to be in like a certain color, so I have very limited choices. Okay, this video is getting really long. I'm gonna end it here. But before I do, let me share the color palette for my next home. It's warmer, it's different. There are lesser black and white because my kids, they don't like the black floors. So I don't have a choice. I'm going with like tiles and vinyl floorings. And I hope to share with you guys the new home tour soon. I expect it to be out like maybe April or May, because the house will be completed like late March, I think. So I don't know. I will update you guys on my Instagram. It's Meds and Cakes. I will link everything that I said in this video in the description box below. And yeah, that's it. I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.